Cannot be cast. 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 Your level
Not
does not
learned yet.
match. Level too low.
Conjure a forge with Jade Moss Anvil and use it.
Just look how durable it is, and how sharp. Haha, there's a training dummy over there. So, how is it? Can you use it? Anytime.
Look, these soul stones can... You've seen enough. Can you... Before you set off to find the Grand Palace Master, I want to prepare a banquet in your honor. The revered Sword Master...
Thanks for your help. Those Yellowstone ducks are so lifelike. You could almost eat them. Compared to the previous ones, they... It has a so... No wonder you...
Good. You've got the potion and the banquet is over. Please, wait a moment.
All I know is that Elder Jinhua of the Temple of Peace was possessed by evil that year. His favorite student, Jiang Kanghua, whom you know today as your Grand Palace Master, left the Temple of Peace that day and never returned.
Level too low.
The rules of the Temple of Peace are clear. If the Grand Palace Master had something to do with the death, he should have been punished. But the Master personally ordered that this matter should not be investigated and also didn't have any...
Of course. I understand the Even Light Lore's concern.
So we don't...
Sometimes the... By the way...
You two seem to be discussing Zhong Wuqi and the Demon Sword. I also know something, but I'll tell you later.
It looks like everything's already prepared, wouldn't you say? So hasty? The outside world isn't as easy as you imagine. I'll take you and the revered Sword Master to the main hall now. The Blade Master.
Then I'll...
Zhong Wuqi seems to be really interested in the old books of the Firestone clan. He has already leafed through many volumes. He found out that we use the art of soulstone forging in our cultivation. That's why he burned the Swordmaster's guards of soulstones with demon fire and claimed that it was intended for forging the sword.
If you're not going to say anything, I'll say it myself.
Cannot be cast.
Xu Yan, did Zhang Kanhua, master of the Floral Palace, study in the Temple of Peace back then?
Right.
Your elder, Shinro, has wanted him as a student for a long time, right?
The master was just thinking that.
Back already? I've got to go and see to a few other things.
Nonsense! The master was killed by Zhang Kanhua in front of everybody.
It's an old story. See for yourself.
Wait.
If you want to inquire about things in the past, you don't need to use a weapon.
Yes, exactly! Can't we learn everything with a look in the lunar mirror of distant dreams? Lunar mirror of distant dreams. What's that? Young lady, you don't know what the lunar mirror of distant dreams is? Lan Yaoqi, the founder of Cloudrise, always carried this artifact with her before her enlightenment. Young lady, you don't look much older than me.
On the way here, I received a relic of Elder. Please wait until I have used the magic.
You killed Master Qinro yourself and took your revenge. Why are you still hurting the Temple of Peace students? None of them has ever seen the Master.
Just seeing her disguise makes me sick.
You... drop it. As long as you protect Yu Zhao effectively, I will take full responsibility when I return to the Temple of Peace.
I am not like Qinro. I will keep my word. As long as I am here, nobody will hassle Yu Zhao.
Thanks a lot.
At the time, I wanted you to work for me, but you didn't want to. Do you regret it now?
I know I made a mistake. I ask for forgiveness. Please, help me to unlock the incense lock on my body. I swear, I'll be obedient from this day forward. I beg you, forgive me this time.
Revered Swordmaster, please ask the Temple of Peace leader Shi Qing to come in. I'd like her to deliver a message to Genren Bian.
No problem. Don't worry, I'm from the Temple of Peace too. If Xu Qing and the faction leaders are busy, I'll make sure we get justice for Palace Master Zhang.
There's no need to bother Genren Bian with this. I'm Chinro's only student. If the Floral Palace really wants to fight for justice...
What will you do?
Each of us is responsible for their own life. It doesn't matter how precious yours is. You can't waste it paying off someone else's debts.
Keeper of the West, how valuable is this life-prolonging good? After all, you are willing to use it on this boy.
I'm saying it's not a bad thing that the Heaven's children owe us a life.
Sure you don't. You don't normally say anything, but I
Impossible! His soul has been separated from his body. This goo can only attach to his life, but it can't save it. I'll light the underworld lantern.
I'll accompany them. Shi Yuan is moving towards the path between life and death. Get him quick. Death would actually be a way out. But Shi Yuan bears such deep hatred. If he is reborn in his next life or even the one after that, he'll still be ensnared in sin. Since childhood, Shi Yuan, if you're still in training, you may not be my student, but you are. Shi Yuan, do you remember Brother Shi Dao? He's still alive. But like you, he's changed beyond all recognition.
Thank you for your efforts. Now it's my turn.
If you want to wash away Jinro's sins, you must help one another.
Brother Shi Yuan.
Shi Wen is still extremely weak.
Okay. I'll notify the Jin.
Hang on. How do you...
Seeing as you're going to ask my master, perhaps I should leave some evidence. Okay.
Revered
Master Kanwuzi, Lilane is not here. The attention of the Qin League is yours. What do you say?
I have never liked forcing others into things. I will say only one thing. Regardless of whether you're a warrior or a foxman.
Not only is there no conflict, together the core skill
Or the how-to book of tyranny.
The curse of the flying flowers.
And the stone book.
I see that you both understand. Could you write...
Huh?
Students of the same sect should help one another. If they want to join the Qin League, I'm prepared to sponsor them.
All right, I'll send you to Cloud.
You don't need to rush. Come and tell me who you're looking for. Well, Master Kanwuzi has invited you. What's the matter? Do you still have questions? Oh, Since the era of the immortal Lan Yaoqi 900 years ago, we have worked tirelessly to improve Cloudrise. That's why we have such beautiful buildings and breathtaking landscapes. The gateway in front of you is called the Yingshen Gate. It might look normal, but Master Lang Yaoqi can't. Beyond the Yingshen Gate is the Lotus Terrace, where the white lotus grows. Its fragrance is divine and it calms the mind. It might well be Cloudrise's most precious treasure. And beyond the Lotus Terrace lies the Yaoxian Palace, named after the immortal. It is the most precious location in Cloudrise. The principal. Oh yes, the Qin League will be there too.
Students in the Floral Palace so
The Qin League is not led by my family. anyone wanting to join the League must first also obtain the approval of Taihua Mountain. If an order doesn't agree, the matter must be debated again. First, let Tankan show you Cloudrise. If you actually become a member of the Qin League, you should know your way around here. Master Tang?
Young friend, come to me.
"900 years ago, there was a great battle in the Qin Mausoleum. In order to suppress the demon dragon Liao Sha, the immortal Lan Yaoqi and the masters of the three schools, that is, the Taihua Mountain, the Valley of 100 Grasses, and the Heavenly Ridge, founded the Qin. The demon dragon reappeared 30 years ago. And if you join our Qin League, I fear that you will become involved in many unavoidable bloody battles." That's Jaifan. Let him take you on a tour around Cloudrise. This guy thinks he's still got a long life ahead of him.
Administrator Tang still has such an eloquent way.
"900 years ago, the immortal Lan Yaoqi led many students on an expedition to the sacred valley near the Qin Mausoleum, a place rich in soul qi. Harnessing this force, they established a seal of the 5 heaven stones on a floating island to seal the Qin Mausoleum.
This floating island was the prototype for today's Cloudrise. Over the past 100 years, in addition to some immortal students who originally guarded this place, every larger school has dispatched students to patrol and repair the magic formation at regular intervals. Cloudrise has grown into an important base for the Qin League. Many people come here to share secret techniques or trade with the treasures of heaven and earth, as well as convene packed councils.
This is the Lotus Terrace. This white lotus smells so fragrant, clear, and calming. It is the jewel of Cloudrise.
Ha! That's nothing. Wait until Lan Yaoqi's birthday. Or maybe wait for another divine sacrifice ceremony. Then there'll be people here everywhere you look, as if all the students in the world were gathering in Cloudrise.
Of course there's a place.
Huh? Is it you? Everyone in Cloudrise is talking about the... Don't worry. As long as... It's just a little something.
Please accept it.
Hey, you never get...
This is our blacksmith in Cloudrise, Liang Chen. His craftsmanship is truly exceptional. If you ever want to forge a...
What are you trying to imply by saying it like that? I guess asking you for fewer seal stones earlier was for nothing. You should refund me for all of them. Oh, This is truly a unique weapon of the Floral Palace. I've been in Cloudrise for 10 years, and I'm finally at a point where I can expand my own horizons. Oh, I've heard that you'll be joining the Chin... I bet she's on board with it. For a Yunya stone.
He's just messing with you. He must have been hoodwinked by those little sword spirits again. In Cloudrise, there's a very well-known master blacksmith by the name of Kunwuzi. He raised 2 sword spirits, one yin and one yang. They're usually very cheeky and like to play tricks on people. The
Ironsmith? What do you mean? I'm the master blacksmith!
I think the sword spirit called Mo Chi is somewhere nearby. Come on, let's see what he's playing.
Mo Chi, don't move! Why do you run as soon as you see us?
My owner still has something to do there.
Let me ask you, what's with the Yunya stone?
Why does that Lang Chang have to say everything aloud?
If you don't want to say anything, then I'll ask...
Wait! Well, it's not really a big deal.
Not vigilant? I think... But I didn't expect...
I'm afraid of...
But you're not afraid of Master Kunwuzi?
No one ever told...
Well, I still...
Wonderful! Once you have retrieved the...
Come with me.
Oh, yeah. Take a look at the formation next. Activate its functions by giving it try adding. Yeah, that's it. If you come across a dragon star like this in the future... Okay, then let's return to the Terrace of the Hanging Sword now. This is the Terrace of the Hanging Sword. Master Kunwuzi forges swords here.
You already know? I heard that Zhang Wuqi reappeared in the Floral Palace and took...
How many times is this now, do you think?
You two are... We know
made a mistake. We won't do it again next time.
What do you mean, next time?
You actually found it!
Student? Go back to the Chowtam Palace and ask her yourself. Since they're already here, we should...
Are you the student? There's nothing I can't get used to. Ow! That's nothing but a rock!
You managed... There are so many different cultivation techniques.
No need to be scared. Our brother just needs to get some Nice to meet you.
I admire you. No, my skills were not equal to yours.
Don't you worry yourself.
When I see my brother like that, I'd... Fine, fine. Wine with sword and dance. You're new here. Have you seen the sculpture of the goddess Yao Qi and the Yao... Did you know that the Valley of 100 Grasses was the residence of the great god Shannon? Did you also know that the fairy Yao Qi was personally instructed by the great god Shannon himself? The fairy Yao Qi has... Good. Listen and I will tell you. One of...
Illuminated sword. Let us drink this wine later.
That... You can read these two books or go to the Wendao Terrace to talk to the fellow cultivators from Taihua Mountain.
I knew it.
Go back to the origins. What it's
Student. That's a long story. Around 30 years ago, the Qin mausoleums on...
After the...
Not...
A while ago.
Insufficient inventory space.
Student.
That's a long story.
After the masters...
Not really.
A while ago, we...
Insufficient inventory space.
Student.
That's a long story. Around 30 years ago, the Chin
After the masters of the individual schools obtained the damaged swords, they built the sword sanctum on the Blade Peak of Taihua Mountain.
Not really.
A while ago, we invited the followers of the...
Insufficient inventory space.
Student. A while ago...
Insufficient inventory space. Level too low.
Student. That's a long...
After the masters of the individual schools obtained the damaged swords, they built the sword sanctum on the Blade Peak.
Not
a while ago. I've heard that you also know a lot about tools. You really are too modest, talking about yourself as if you were a regular new student.
I've sent the letter to the 3 schools, plus the Blade Master and the Scent Master have promised to send reliable students to meet the Grand Masters of the... Well, Shenren Nanshun, there is an artifact called the
Good. The Blade Master and I have another assignment for you. Take this transfer rune. It may look unimpressive.
This transfer rune is good, but it's not perfect.
Yes, it's the best. Since the...
I heard the Blight Beast's poisonous blood contaminated the water in the lunar crown pool in addition to the tree.
Elder Chachao said that the new detoxified...
Venerable Lilane.
I am pleased.
That's right.
You? Yes, I heard that you Floral Palace people are quite knowledgeable when it comes to botany. And you...
Then I thank you for your offer and gladly accept. Follow.
Grandmaster, a skull's enchantment to discover house.
It's the Awakeners who invaded your floral palace. They set the extremely poisonous blight beast free, destroying the place, protecting the lunar crown tree, and allowing the lunar crown tree and lake to be contaminated with poison.
The Shadow Elder of Healing and I were just discussing that we should start by cleansing the surrounding. In that case,
I also have this diseased bonsai.
That purplish-black mist near the branches just above the water is what the healer calls epidemic gas, and it's known colloquially as negative chi. It comes from the poison of the blight beasts, as cultivated by the Awakeners.
The family name of the Mois who wrote. How Sang is a traitor, our valley.
His wife, Ying Qing.
It isn't easy to craft a spectral lucky charm. Mo Lu Yi manages the Institute's belongings now. She's out.
When Zhong Yuqi first arrived in the valley, he was still quite young despite his age. He opened up how...
A self-cleaning flower pot.
Sister Louis! Wei Wei and I have brought back the new...
Excellent! My friend from the Floral Palace...
That could work. Wei Wei.
Right. Don't worry. Just get going.
Did you read Hao Tsang and Chinger's commentary on the old books? Chinger, Hao Tsang, even Wei Wei. We were all a part of it. Who would believe Hao Tsang could ever do something like that if they hadn't witnessed it with their own eyes? We buried Chinger's mortal remains in the... That's Sukon Jin, and...
Chen Xin. A group of Chen...
That one isn't a stranger. We shouldn't play games.
But the mission isn't over yet. I'll deal with the Chuan Feng troublemakers, then... Okay, then we'll go together.
They're descendants of refugees from the Northwest. They are warlike and bloodthirsty, and they love to hunt rare animals. They have wreaked havoc in the Valley of 100 Grasses for thousands of years with their trophy hunts. People say that thousands of years ago, Master Yao Qi taught us that all creatures which inhabit the world have their own nature. Spearmasters and berserkers should just patrol more often so the Chuanfeng clan can't go hunting at will.
The Chuanfeng clan has already been cleared out of this area. I just received a message from a student. Some Chuanfeng have been sighted down at the river, quietly trying to make their escape. I will fly to the river with 2 mechanical birds. You two, take this one back to the Institute.
We've just wiped out a bunch of suicidal Chuanfeng.
But nobody can guarantee we got all of them. Maybe there are still some hiding behind.
Just to be safe, let... Can you ride? We Spearmasters used to be a first-rate army in the upper world once. Riding and marching was our job. On Master Yue Qiang's orders, we have withdrawn, however, so that we can begin our cultivation under immortal Yao Qi's guidance. There are hundreds of thousands of ways, not just one. You don't need to be concerned about such trivialities as someone's origin. Let's go back. Floral Palace. I heard that humans and spirit foxes live together peacefully there, and that the young fox maidens are attractive and beautiful. Oh? Really? And what is a girl like me then? Alright. If you have time later, you can visit me on the Star Tempest near Cloudrise. You can join me on patrol on the Dragon Automaton. It's way more fun than riding.
You were gone for a long time. Lieutenant Yue already brought the water purifier.
Good idea. Keep working on it. I'll go get...
Nice refining technique. A perfect match for the engineer's automaton. I would like to introduce myself again. Humble Wan Musu is Spearmaster of the Astral Sea Division in the Valley of 100 Grasses. I've just returned from an investigation. Please don't be surprised.
I heard the spirit foxes...
Things are fine as they are, from now on. I have to report to Elder Hai as well. I'll take you to him.
case, our colleagues from the Floral Palace should test it.
Excellent. The lunar crown tree's branch is recovered, and the water in the basin is beginning to clear.
After joining the Qin League, come to the Sword Sanctum. I'll wait for you at the Blade Peak.
Many friends in the Qin Mausoleum died attempting to seal the demon dragon. My moon sword lost its master then too. That was 30 years ago. Its blade heart just crumbled, bit by bit. I fear it will turn into iron soon. The moon sword had a crown moon tree branch for its sheath and soaked up the moonlight beneath the leaves. If you like, you can have a glass of my wine. I will help your successor with the broken blade heart.